to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing mamas. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Make me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta, I still gotta. You must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a. Put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the ballet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to pound.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's Tannehill. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. The Titans are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and now it's third down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Fielded just inside the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Levis now on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Play action now. Levis. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Davis now to return it. A strong running. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Returnable here for Davis. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Levis from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Herbert just beat the play clock. He finds his target, Allen. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Los Angeles.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Brought down at the 20.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This is 2nd and 8. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Running on first down, Eckler. He fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Next to score, Chargers 17. Titans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Tannehill. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now Levis. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A shotgun handoff to Henry. A solid stiff arm. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Can do it, baby. Here we go. Here we go. All right, one more time.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10. Again, Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 22 yards there, a first down.
Chargers.
This is our last chance. Do it. Don't let him run.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A shot downfield for Burks. That is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down up near the 40-yard line.
After a string of healthy seasons, injuries finally caught up to Allen again in 2022, but he still managed over 700 yards in 10 games and is in a great spot to become just the second Charger to reach 10,000 career receiving yards. He makes a really nice play there for a first down.
And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. In motion right, that's Burks. A first down carry for Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man downfield. It's Palmer. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 41 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tannehill. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution. Beat
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And Eckler's going to pick up a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's still on his feet. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Los Angeles, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me.